My name is Megan Graham, and I did the National Disaster Coordinating Council, the Philippines Emergency Management System. The Philippines is the most disaster-prone area in the world. It is located in junction to the Ring of Fire, the Typhoon Belt, and the world's two largest tectonic plates. It has a July to September typhoon season, which is the wettest season of the year, a March to May dry season, which often ends up in drought and hunger, and November to February are the most pleasant and coolest months and most attractive to tourists. The history of the Philippine emergency management system has been a rocky one, as emergency preparedness has often not been stressed, and the focus has been on air raids and war. But in 1978, the National Disaster Coordinating Council was created as a result of Presidential Decree 1566 and was ranked the highest policymaking body on disaster in the country. The goal was to strengthen the Philippine disaster control capability and establish disaster programs worldwide. Historic events such as the Ruby Tower building falling and eruptions of Mount Pinatubo have brought focus back to emergencies, but still have not placed a structure in the country. The Philippine Emergency Management System implementation is a bottom-up structure with the National Disaster Coordinating Council at the highest level and the Municipal Disaster Coordinating Council at the lowest level, where the lowest level complements the highest level. While the system is not as rigid as the Incident Command System and the National Incident Management System used in the United States, it hopes to be a model of this system. The Philippines has many governmental partners and often works with both the governmental and private sector. However, the Philippine National Red Cross is the only non-governmental partner of the National Disaster Coordinating Council and is an official member during disasters. The Philippine National Red Cross was established in 1917 and served directly to the government until 1947, at which it became independent and just aided the government. Some of the hazards, the 90s were a decade of disaster for the Philippines, with an earthquake and major typhoon in 1990, Mount Pinatubo rising from a 600-year sleep in 1991, floods in 1991 as a result of a typhoon, 1998 hunger struck the country as a drought dried all the crops, and in 1999 La Nina affected the country with heavy rains. 2009 was named the Philippines was named the fourth most disaster-prone country in the world, and in 2010 it had the most disaster in the world. Some of the obstacles that are faced by the Philippine emergency management system include no coordination. There is no unity of command, and while the officials understand the importance of unity of command and a command structure, they haven't implemented an effective system. They're still working on making emergency preparedness programs a priority. In addition, there is no overall scene commander, which makes for government entities working within themselves instead of knowing each other's capabilities, leading to mass chaos during disasters. There's also a lack of resources, where they have enough ambulances but not fuel to fuel the ambulances to respond to the emergencies. Personnel are often not trained and professionally licensed, which often leads to chaos as well. Grandstanding of politics often gets in the way, and no lessons learned have been recorded from prior disasters. Two methods of mitigation that the Philippines does engage in are the National Disaster Consciousness Month, which takes place each July and promotes mitigation and emergency preparedness programs and empowers the disaster coordinating councils at the municipal level. The Emergency Management Institute of the Philippines is a program of the National Defense College of the Philippines, and it hopes to produce leaders in emergency management and lead the country in education, training, and research. But as you can see from the history, there is still a long way for the Philippines to come, even though it is the most disaster-prone country in the world. Thank you very much.